Okay, so the last thing that I want to say about listening is that, especially if you get to this point where you're listening to podcasts and it's pure listening, you will know if you have shallow connections with your vocabulary. You will know if you have thin meanings for most of your vocabulary, because when you're listening, if you get stuck on certain words or if you get stuck too often, it just shows you that for certain words, those words don't really paint a picture for you. They, maybe they're connected with a translated word or something like that, where maybe then those are the words that you need to focus on. Wherever you get stuck, just focus in on that word and spend time creating a little deep connection with that word of memories and mental pictures. And so what I would also say is that as long as you spend lots and lots of time listening, if you spend lots and lots of time listening but there's absolutely no meaning, it's kind of useless. So you need to spend lots and lots of time listening, but there needs to be that meaning that is associated with maybe not all of the words, but most of the words, hopefully. And what I would say is that by listening and listening and listening, and as long as there's enough meaning attached to the words, what happens then is I think your brain is doing something in the background, and I think it's recognizing patterns of grammar and things like that. And by listening and listening and listening to a huge amount, I think that's when things become natural, I think, with grammar, because you just start to know these grammar structures. You just start to know them. And so what's also happening is that when you're listening to all of these podcasts are painting a picture of the world for you. So you've got this mentalese, and you've got this internal vision of the world. Depending on the content that you listen to, if you only listen to business content, for example, it's only going to paint a business world for you mentally. So try and, it depends on what you want, but it's just another interesting thing to notice. And it's kind of like what creates character or personality in people, or listening and consuming content is just adding to the visual vision of the world that you have. So really pay attention to the kind of content that you listen to. Make sure it's good quality content, because good quality input, creating, giving you a better picture of the world will create better quality output when you use the language and when you try and speak. So that's everything I have to say about listening. And I hope you enjoyed this video, and speak soon.